I can tell you that right now. When you apply for a Michigan State driver's license, you are being enrolled into a global system of identification and financial control. Now that may sound a little extreme to most of you, but let me tell you something. It's my job as the leader of two national organizations to represent people in states around the country. If you go to page 68 of the Notice of Proposed Rulemaking for the Real ID Act, you will find footnote 17. It will tell you the standard for the digital facial image or the photograph on your state driver's license comes from the ICAO, the International Civil Aviation Organization, an agency of the United Nations. And it will refer you to Volume 2, Section 1, 9303, and an ISO document 19794-5, giving the resolution or pixel count for the photo, ensuring that photo is what we call facial recognition compatible.
Wow.
Now, when you think of biometrics, typically you think of your fingerprint. Your digital image, your facial image can be mapped, different unique characteristics, your nose, your eyes, etc. Through the use of CCTV, surveillance cameras, handheld biometric devices, you can be identified in public. This is not Orwellian. It started back in 2001. Every person who attended the Super Bowl at Raymond James Stadium had their digital or facial image captured and compared to law enforcement databases. Now, Bill Schuette was here. He's running for Attorney General. I'm sure he's aware of Hibble versus the 6th District Court of Nevada, Circuit Court of Appeals, excuse me. In that decision, the Supreme Court ruled, no, you don't have a right to privacy, but you do have a right to anonymity. When you're out in public, what we call a general right to privacy, it doesn't exist. Anybody can take a photograph of you. But privacy and anonymity are a different thing. Your anonymity is your identification, who you are. The court has ruled, unless an officer has an articulable reason, reasonable suspicion, that you've either broken the law or are breaking the law, you are not required to provide identification or even to provide your name. If you want to look at the decision, it's Hibble versus the 6th Circuit Court of Appeals in Nevada. Now, does that mean I'm opposed to photographs on driver's licenses? No. We have a problem with illegal immigration and terrorism. We support driver's licenses. We support state identification documents. What we don't support are international standards being mandated by the federal government for state driver's licenses. Our solution involves authenticating the birth certificate. That is your proof of citizenship. Let me tell you something right now. There's not one state in the country that authenticates birth certificates. Anybody can come into our country illegally on the corner in Los Angeles or Chicago, a street corner, purchase a counterfeit birth certificate and social security card, walk into a DMV office, and obtain a state driver's license. So what we're doing is creating perceived security, not real security. Now, our solution, which is to authenticate birth certificates and number them, will ensure nobody can use your birth certificate to acquire a state driver's license or ID. Once you acquire that license or ID, that becomes your proof of citizenship. You would not need, as Congress is proposing, a national workers' identification card. You would not need a biometric social security card. Between biometrics, RFID technology, automatic license plate readers, and on and on and on, we're not creating a surveillance society. We've already created it. And you have to ask yourself, are you meeting, and I put this question to lawmakers as well, We all have a foremost responsibility as citizens. Whether you're a Christian or not, whether you're a liberal or you're a conservative, you have an obligation to pass on to future generations, the children and grandchildren of today, the rights, the liberty, the freedom that you inherited at such great sacrifice from previous generations.